Alright, I'm coming to y'all with a wig video. So I don't know about y'all, I don't throw out my old wigs. I keep everything because you never know when you gotta run it around the block. You gotta run it back, you never know. So this is actually this wig I think is about 2 years old now. I got it off of Amazon. I'm going to try to find the link and have it in the description box. I wanted to just make this video just to show you, babes, like you should not be wearing your wig 1, 2, 3, or even 5 times and then throwing it out. Everything is recoverable. You will. In this video, I was struggling because the lace is not the best. I had to cut. I had to use some different type of products. But look, I can get you here. Make sure you watch to the end, y'all. Because yeah, like. But look, it came out cute. You just had to work a little harder, but look.
Hey babes, so I am doing the ball cap method. Y'all, I be doing ghetto ball cap method. Like seriously, it's not even all the way on each side, but I'm just working with what I got. It still came out really good. I'm just taking this beauty supply store lace tint and I'm just putting it all over the cap. And then here I'm just showing the wig. What I did with the wig prior to installing it, I did wash it and deep condition it. And I put the same product that I put on the ball cap. I put that on the actual wig itself, just so it can blend a little better. And then I'm just cutting like the extra tabs and everything. And here I'm just fitting just to make sure that how I cut it previously, because this is a reinstall, it still fits my head. Now y'all, I'm going to get into this a little later, but this wig, something about the lace, just did not want to adhere to my skin. I did make sure to clean my skin with witch hazel, but you'll see later on it just kept lifting. I ended up figuring it out at the end, but I struggled for a while. Here I'm just taking the lace bond. I'll have it in the description box for a link. This is my favorite bonding adhesive that I like to use on my units. I actually do 2 layers and I blow dry in between each. And also be careful. So you see here when I put the product down on the ball cap or on the cap, it lifts a little when I blow dry it. So just be careful with that. You can put a product on the cap and it will make the cap slide back. So just be not too generous with the product and just have the blow dryer handy. So here I'm just basically pushing down the wig into the bond. And I use my fingers. It's a little different from Got2b glue. It shouldn't turn white on you when you're using your fingers. So I just go back and forth between my finger and then the end of the rat tail comb. And I'm just pressing that lace into the product as you see here. You do want to make sure that you are blow drying after each step, because the drier it is, the less trouble you're going to have. You will have some pieces that's lifting. Like I said, that middle area kept lifting on me, so I'm just going back in with the lace bond and I'm just filling in the spaces where it's lifting. A little lifting is normal, babes, but here it was lifting a little too much, and I just think that the lace just wasn't the best lace. So just be prepared if you know you have a unit that's older or even a new unit that's not like the best quality lace. Just be prepared to work a little bit harder. I will say this, just be patient. Don't rush it. Make sure you're blow drying at each stage and just take your time. Here I'm just taking the comb and pulling out those baby hairs. Sometimes the baby hairs, especially on a reinstall, your baby hairs are already cut. So you just want to make sure that's not getting stuck in the glue. Here I'm just using this band that I made out of elastic. And I'm just bonding that down just so it can be extra and super laid. So in here I'm just trying to see how I'm going to style it. I love the flip over method. So, and I want it like an in-between like wet look. So I'm using the Tresemme super volume mousse, and I'm just taking it right to the front so I can take the flat irons and just flat iron right through that, just to make it look a little more natural, a little more just laid down and perfect. And yeah, it's really easy. Like, just put that mousse on there, get your hot comb, or if you don't have a hot comb, use a wine curler and mold that baby down. Babes, although this is not the best unit I've ever had, I mean, I feel like that scalp is definitely scalping. And I'm liking how it's coming out at this point. Like, I really, in the inside, was like, yes. And again, I'm just molding that part down. I'm using this wax stick. I'm going to have that in the description box as well. This is my favorite wax stick to use, and it's black owned. So yes, yes, yes. And I'm just taking the flat iron and really going in so it's perfectly, everything is perfectly in place, and it's no like bumps and lumps. I'm just making sure it's flat as possible. So if you have a wax stick and mousse, that's really all you need in addition to like a hot comb or a wine curler. Now, babes, don't panic. You removed your bind elastic band and you see that you have some white residue. That's totally normal. It's okay. So you could just take some alcohol or some witch hazel and just be careful. I think here it made my lace lift a little bit, but just be careful with it. But you just put it on a little Q-tip and then you just clean up around the edges. That will take the white cast away. So do not panic too much. Don't be like, oh my gosh, it's ruined. It's not. Just get a little witch hazel or a little alcohol on a Q-tip and clean that bad boy right up. Here I'm just pulling out the baby hairs that I want to use. Again, this is a reinstall, so there are some baby hairs that's already formed, but I just wanted to change it. So here I'm just pulling them out. They are a little hard because I did use the adhesive spray. So it may be a little hard, so just take your time and just combing out the baby hairs that you want. And yeah, that's basically it with the baby hairs. I'm not a baby hair connoisseur, but I will say I do recommend using a smaller curler and curl your edges or your baby hairs prior to you forming them, because if you curl them first, it's so much easier putting them in place. So this is a product that I use as like literally the holy grail. So this Ebin melting spray helps so much if you have like lifting. Like I told you, this lace was just giving me such a hard time. So if you need to get the melting spray, because it definitely helps those like uncontrollable and nuisance like pieces to lay down. And you'll see that unfortunately I should have blow dried it a little longer because it really didn't lay. But the second time around with a little extra adhesive spray, it does lay down. But yes, definitely get you some. It lays down lace beautifully. I would just recommend, if you are going to use it, make sure that you are blow drying it down just so you can get the best outcome, or you're really just letting it air dry but not touching it too much, because it will lift. If it's not dry and you're like really touching it, it will lift all over again. And you see here, I'm going back in with that Ebin adhesive spray just to make sure that my the lace is really laid. Normally, I do not have to go back in this many times, but again, we're trying to finesse an old wig. So again, take your time, be patient. You will get it. All right, y'all see it. I was able to finesse it, y'all, and I know y'all will be able to. I just took the band off, so the baby hair is a little messed up here, but yes, I really do like the final outcome. I had to work a little bit for it, but look, I ain't had to buy a new wig. Shoot, save me some money. Baddie on a budget at all times.
All right, babe, so this is the final look. I'm about to head out, so I had to do a little makeup, a little jewelry or whatever. But I struggled, and the ones that's still here, I'm thankful for y'all because, whoo, this wig gave me so much trouble, but it looks so good. Like, I don't know what I want to go for. Like, I'm in between like a wet and like a dry look. It's really, the hurricane is here in Philly, so it's really raining outside. So I'm like, I could have went with a wet look, but whatever reason, I want volume today. So that's why I was just like, kind of like messing with it. But I really absolutely love the outcome of this. I wish I didn't have to work hard, but that's what happens when you're trying to bring a 2-year wig back to life from Amazon. But I wanted to show y'all that it's possible. But I won't talk no more because y'all already been here for a while. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe. Share me to somebody that needs to be on my page. Tell the algorithm that Maria Nairobi needs to be here. Thank y'all so much, and y'all have a blessed one. See ya.